Congratulations on being accepted to the University of Queensland. There are 3 types of accommodation available to students studying at UQ St Lucia. You can live on campus in a residential college, or you can live off campus with a UQ student housing partner. Staff at Accommodation Services have inspected these providers to ensure that their websites are an accurate reflection of the properties on offer. You can pre-book this style of accommodation, and most providers will take applications via their websites. Remember, never rent a property that you haven't seen from anyone but a UQ partner. Finally, you can find a rental property once you arrive in Brisbane. This is usually the least expensive option, but unfortunately you cannot pre-arrange this style of accommodation due to the need to inspect properties and sign legal documents. This video aims to make it easy to understand how to rent a property in Queensland. We will look at how to find somewhere to live, what to do before you move in, things to remember while you're living in the house, and what happens when it's time to move out of the property. We will also cover issues relating to sharing a property with other tenants, which is very common among student accommodation. The types of properties that you may end up renting in Queensland are varied. You may rent a unit, which is often also called a flat or apartment. Alternatively, you may rent a townhouse or duplex, which are small houses in a secure complex. If you rent a house, it may be described as a low set or high set, or as a Queenslander, which is a type of wooden house that is common in Queensland. Let's look at some common scenarios that are involved in renting a property.
Hi, welcome to UQ Accommodation Services. How can I help you?
Hi, my name is Laurie and I need some advice on shared rental accommodation.
Well, you've come to the right place. We have an online database called UQ Rentals Online. It's basically just a database of all the properties that are available to rent for students. It is, however, your responsibility to inspect the property to make sure it's right for you. There are 5 steps in renting a property. Firstly, you'll need to go to the property and inspect it to make sure that it's right for you. Secondly, you'll need to sign an application form if you're interested in applying for the property. After that, you'll need to sign your lease. That's a contract between you and your lessor, and it sets out your terms and conditions. Following that, you'll need to pay your bond. That's about equivalent to 4 weeks' rent, and it's a security against any damage done to the property. And finally, you will fill out your entry condition report, and that is a record of the condition of the property before you moved in. If at any point you've got any questions about the rental process, please don't hesitate to contact us at UQ Accommodation Services. That's what we're here for.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
So, are you looking to share a rental property?
Yes, are you?
Yeah. So, what are you studying?
International relations.
Oh, here we are. Take a look around.
Nice place. So is there anything in particular that we should be looking for?
Yes, actually. The person at UQ Accommodation Services said there are a few key things we should look for in inspecting a property. They said to check the furnishings and make sure that they're included in the rent, and to be sure to see if there are fans or air conditioning, as it gets very hot in summer in Brisbane. And to also check the common areas such as the lounge and kitchen. She also said that it's a good idea to find a property that has a washing machine and that you don't really need a clothes dryer in Brisbane.
Well, we really like the place and we'd like to fill out an application for the property, please.
Absolutely. I've got all the forms you need right here. From you, I'm going to need 3 documents. I need identification, such as either a passport or a driver's license, your letter of offer from the university, and rental references.
Great, well we both brought those along.
You should always take your time when you're reading through these documents because a rental application form could be a legally binding document, so you should never sign more than 1 form at a time.
That's okay. The person at UQ Accommodation Services mentioned that too.
Alright, I'll be in contact with you in the coming days to let you know whether the application's been successful, and after that you'll need to come into my office to sign the lease, pay the bond, and then you'll get your keys.
Great.
Hi guys, good to see you again. I've got all the paperwork here you need to fill out so that you can take your keys and move into your new place. This is your lease, this is your contract with us. Let me just take you through the main points so you know what it is you're signing. The lessor is the person, usually the owner, who has the legal right to give you permission to live in the premises. If you're named as a tenant and sign the agreement, you're legally responsible for the tenancy. If more than one tenant signs, you're co-tenants, and they are individually and jointly responsible for the tenancy. The lessor may appoint a real estate agent to act on their behalf. If an agent's listed here, this is the person who will usually deal with regarding your tenancy. In this instance, that'll be me. If the premises includes furniture or other inclusions, check all the items are listed correctly here or on an attached sheet. You are responsible for these items during your tenancy agreement. Check the dates and the term of the agreement are correct. A fixed term agreement has a start and end date and can be for any agreed length of time, such as 6 or 12 months. Read and make sure you agree with any special terms before you sign the agreement. Special terms are additional terms that the lessor or agent agree to. Now I just need to take your bond. As you know, your bond is a security deposit against any damage to the property. Now, you can get it fully refunded if at the end of your lease the property is in the same condition as when you moved in. I can take cash, cheque or money order.
We've both brought cash. Here you go.
Now, I'll give each of you a receipt today and you'll get an official receipt in 3 to 4 weeks' time. This will come from the Residential Tenancies Authority, or the RTA, which is the body that governs renting in Queensland.
Excellent. Is there anything else we need to do today?
That's everything for now. The only other thing you'll need to do is fill out an entry condition report when you move in. You'll have to get that back to us within 3 days. At the end of your lease, an exit condition report will have to be completed. Provided the two reports match up, you'll get your bond back. Meanwhile, here are your keys. Enjoy your new place.
Great, I think that's everything. Now, before we go too much further, we should fill in the entry condition report.
Okay.
Filling in your entry condition report thoroughly is the best way to ensure you get your bond back at the end of your lease. If there is some fault with the property that is not entered on the entry condition report, you may have to pay to fix the fault, even if it was there before you moved in. The entry condition report should indicate anything that is damaged or dirty. When filling in your entry condition report, move through the property systematically, room by room. Move furniture and check for carpet stains. Check ovens, fans and sliding doors for dirt. If there is any substantial damage, you can take photos of this and submit it along with your entry condition report. Remember, you must return your completed entry condition report to the lessor within 3 days of taking possession of the property. Make sure you get your own signed copy of this report for your own records.